Hey, Chuck.
What's
Hi, and
up?
welcome, everybody. Sorry that you had to wait so long, but the sander's still going. I'm just trying to not have to scream over it.
It's not near as loud as that impact gun the other day.
Yeah.
Tell Jeff I said quit playing with the sex toy so you can be on the internet.
Oh, he's finishing up the sanding, and then we vacuum out the dust, and we're ready for paint. We're excited.
I was just joking.
You're welcome to talk about whatever you want, Chuck, till he's done. He's almost done. I don't think it's going to be much longer.
I'm just bewildered about that Kyle Rittenhouse trial. That the prosecutor's so full of shit. He's taking like 2 seconds of video, breaking it down frame for frame, and then assuming to convince the jury what he's getting out of it like it's fact.
That's because it's all part of the system.
Yep.
That is not a justice system. That is a legal system. And I know that from firsthand experience.
Things never been legal and lawful.
So we got to talk about something positive today, because there's so much crazy crap going on.
Something positive. How nice it would be to win the Powerball lottery and split it up with a bunch of people.
Yeah, that would be excellent, wouldn't it?
I tell everybody I'd make a whole bunch of people happy, and then they wouldn't see me no more.
Well, you know, every time you make a whole bunch of people happy, you also make a whole bunch of people mad.
Yeah.
You'll never get them all the time.
What you do to find out who's on your side and who's there for you, if you
Okay.
ever do win something like that, you call a bunch of people that you got on your top shelf and you ask them to borrow $20, and everybody gives you some bullshit excuse. Say, "Oh, I don't really need it anyway. I just hit the Powerball and I was really seeing who was there for me."
I probably wouldn't do that. I'd probably just share with who I wanted to share with. You know?
I'd give everybody something, even if it was a penny. I'm an asshole like that, though.
Hey, everybody in chat. Thanks for holding out and waiting with me. Appreciate that.
What are y'all painting and building?
We're doing our bedroom right now, getting that finished up. And then we're going to be painting Raina's room. Because originally she wanted her bed up off the ground so she had a space underneath of it. And because she's got such a small room, you know, that's what we did. And she's really not caring for how it is, and she wants it brought down now. So we're just going to do all her painting for her room because it's not painted yet either. Because he just finished that her room, building on her room. What, in the spring, babe? When you finished Raina's room?
Yeah,
End of spring, beginning of summer, when
yeah,
when they got her room built on. So she's just bare wood walls.
Tell Jeff I said, "Hey, baby."
You hear him, hon? He said, "Hey, baby."
You threw her a hard-working man's. How do you get grease off a wall over a stove? We got spots in it. It's like almost to the ceiling, and it's gummy like.
Okay, well, you're going to want to get the oil dried up, so you can make a paste of baking soda and water and just make it as a paste, or you can use it as a scouring agent. That should be a wipeable surface back there.
It is. It's like up the wall. It's painted wall. They didn't have a backsplash or nothing there, and it's. I thought I got it off the wall when we first moved here. I didn't get all of it, and it's getting that dingy brown look. It's not oily. It's more gummy.
You're going to probably want to use vinegar to start. And Dawn, if you have Dawn breaks up some of those grease like so great. It does. You need to break up the grease off the top of it, but to absorb the oils out of the paint and stuff, you're going to need to use like a paste of baking soda, and wash it. You know, a wipe with vinegar and water.
Kind of like cat litter on driveway thing. Pull it out.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta, because you're gonna have to break down the oil, and then you're gonna have to pull the oil out. You know what I mean? It's like two different steps. Because once it's on the paint like that, once it's starting to discolor portions of the paint, you may not get the original color back. You may have discolored portions of the paint now, but it'll interact with the chemicals in the paint, the oils and the whatever resins or bases that they used in that paint. And it'll attach to the very fabric of the paint.
Yeah, melds into it.
Yeah. So there, you got to do both processes though, because the breaking up of the oil is important so that the rest of it can do its job, and it can make it where it's not going to start. It won't go rancid. You know how oil goes rancid over time? Well, imagine that in your paint on your walls. You know what I mean? It'll start having an odor to it. So you want to do both sides.
A buddy of mine's like, get some carburetor spray cleaner, but I'm like, yeah, that might take the paint and all off.
Yeah, it will. Yeah, it will. You're not going to scrub with the baking soda. You understand? You're going to put it on like a paste, like you would like a bee sting.
Just let it dry up.
And just let it dry up and fall off, and then you're going to wipe down that wall with some vinegar water. And you're going to do that to prevent any mildew or mold or any plant life growing on those oils that are still adhered. You know, the ones that I think there's going to be an inevitability, like at some point in time, where you don't get those spots all the way out. And if you're not getting those all the way out, you're not getting all the oils out, right? It's just what it is. But there's other things you can do to keep that from becoming a problem later, and from affecting whatever wood or drywall you have behind the paint, right? Cement board, whatever, because that stuff over time will just seep right into all that.
Yeah, because this is one of the old houses. This house 100 years old, so I imagine it's that wood lattice with that actual plaster over it. I think that's what these walls are here.
Yeah.
So it's
In a
probably
perfect world, right? In a perfect world, I'd have stainless steel behind my stove. In a perfect world, but I know that's kind of expensive. So, but just because it is what it is. You know what I mean?
wipe it off and you're done.
Yep. Wipe it off. You're done. It's already antimicrobial and bacterial and all that. You know what I mean? Nothing's growing on that thing.
Yeah, I seen
It's not
somebody
going to let anything through.
Somebody here a while back, I seen they did their kitchen, and it was everything under the cabinets, behind the stove, up to the fridge, their countertops. They did it all in stainless, and I was like, it looks too industrial, but it'd be easy to keep up.
Yeah, and that's one thing. It may look industrial, but either that or like an enamel. If you can find like an old 1950 style, they used to have these covers that would go over the stove, and they were like these enamel metal pieces. You know, kind of like your enamel pots and whatnot.
Yeah.
And you could get a piece of that and put up there as a backsplash. That would work too, without having it look so industrial. But it's going to be the best surface, the best non-porous surface to, have back there.
Yeah, and it's neutral too, because stainless, nothing really affects it.
Yep. Sorry, you guys.
It's not overwhelming your sound, so.
Okay, good. It sounds
like
very loud to me.
Sounds like somebody with a toy airplane is somewhere off in the distance.
Sanding, gotta love it.
Getting a cloud. Where's your mask?
No, it's right here. It's I got a one piece. It's the new fashion.
Yeah, I was thinking earlier, watching all these people and then wearing masks. We went to Kroger, and I'm like, you people look like people with bags over your head.
Oh.
There was too many people down one aisle, so I just started coughing, and I cleared the aisle out quick.
Nice. It's such a shame that the world's turned into this in such a short amount of time. Shows you just how it shows you just how bad it really was. It uncovered just how bad it really was. Like we all had our suspicions. We all know that there are plenty of sheep in the world, right? Just lining up to be sheared. But you didn't think it. I didn't think it was that bad. I thought there were way more people awake to certain truths that just are not. And it was amazing to me to see how this played out.
I just can't see how people can be so stupid and aware of and brainwashed how easily they fall for things. Gullible.
Well, we
And
stopped
most
teaching
of them
our kids how to stand for something.
yeah, stand for something or fall for everything.
That's right.
And the majority of these people 10 years ago, 5 years ago, were like, no, the government's bad. The government's evil. Now the government tells them something. It's like Simon Says.
Yeah.
Simon said, smother yourself.
Well, I wanted to let you guys know in case we're not on tomorrow, because if we get this to where we want it and we get everything done, I'm not going to sit down and do a show because I want to make progress here before, everything gets crazy.
There's a YouTube video of a guy showing you how to paint a whole room in 30 seconds.
Yeah, nobody does that in 30 seconds. And I used to actually work for a house painter.
But he had a 4-foot roller or something like that.
Yeah.
He pulled that roller out of the thing, and it was dripping paint. He hurried up and did like a zigzag. Then he started one end. He just went all up and down the whole thing. And 30 seconds, he had the whole thing done. I was like, yeah, what the floor and the ceiling and everything around looked like. He probably spent 2 hours dropping walls and taping stuff.
Hey, Tracy. Good to see you, hon. Yeah, well, it's just, we're just so darn close to having the ability to have so much more of this completed before winter really, really sets in. And so if we take a day or two off this week, no, don't want anybody freak out. It'll be okay. It'll be because we're getting this done, and then we'll be able to show you guys. Because our house has truly been a work in progress, one room at a time type of deal for some time now. But we're getting places with it, and we're taking our time, and we're not stressing over it. The house is growing with us.
All by design.
That's because he knew his wife would change her mind. I'm good for that.
Women don't do that.
Well, yeah, no, I want to like change whole rooms around in the house. So, I literally want to move the entire space.
Make the living room make the kitchen.
But we have the ability to do that because it's not all settled in yet. And I got to try it the other way for a while, and now I've changed my mind to what my husband originally advised we should do.
Did you admit he had a good idea yet?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I even apologized for...
That's one thing my wife always is good for. She's honest. I thought about that.
That's a really good idea.
Now I see what you're thinking about.
Yeah.
But it's already 3/4 built. But babe, it's not finished yet.
It's all fun. Life is nothing but a work in progress. So then even if you think you're done, you're not done. It might sit that way for 20 years, and then all of a sudden you want to do something different.
Dad said if you can't find something to do, you're not looking around you.
Exactly.
Thank you, Tracy, and thank you for understanding. It's not fair of us to be full-time mods when we can't right now be full-time mods because we have so much other stuff going on trying to get things in order.
Yeah.
It's just not fair. We wanted to be fair.
You got to pay attention to Rena.
Or in your case,
What's that?
That was my son telling me something.
Oh.
Not finishing something.
Go ahead.
And my dad's case, when he's arguing with my mom, he goes out there and builds a whole porch.
Yeah, when we fight, I build.
Hey, you're doing something creative with that destructive
with that energy.
Yes. So that's always a great thing when you can do something creative with energy, even if it doesn't seem like the right kind, it can still work. You can make it work.
Good
I think
motivator.
that's a good lesson to learn, is what to
Last
do
part.
with that energy.
Last argument we had, I built a 10 by 20 back porch with real wood, real oak, 2x6s, old rough cut.
Dang, man.
You could pull a car on it. It's
I was
that-
gonna say, you got yourself,
I put-
you got yourself a.
I put footings in the ground every 5 foot, every direction, and
Yeah, you can build a house on top of it.
yeah. Each one of them boards were heavy. Each 2x6 was heavy enough that you really needed 2 people to handle it.
Well, but see, that's what, if you can take that kind of energy and turn it into something creative, that's a beautiful thing. That's the way you handle that kind of energy. And after, you feel better. You know, it's like giving it back into the earth. Only you're creating something new.
Made more living space, I guess, which I guess could be closed into a room if wanted to.
There you go.
Would be an odd shaped room, 10 by 20, but
You could do a lot with that kind of space, though. You know, like a little guest house off the side or something. Put a little bathroom in there.
That's big enough for a bathroom, that's for sure.
I actually want an 8 by 8 or a 10 by 10 shower. Put 2 or 3 heads on different sides, and
Oh, hit from every side, yeah.
then have a rain thing over the top.
How big is this bathroom to do that with?
Love to do it, just the drive to do it and the ability. Sometimes it'd be one of them things I'd start on it, I'd hurt myself, and then it'd be put aside till I got over what I did.
Yeah, we know that. We
I
know
place
that
a lot
goes.
of projects on myself too.
I get involved in something. I got a bad back and neck, shoulder bad, elbow bad, one knee
Some
messed
things-
up.
Yeah, some things you have to though on them.
And then I get involved in stuff, and I don't know if it's adrenaline or just being able to just doing something, and I don't pay attention. Then I end up laid up in the bed for a week.
Yeah.
And I caught myself the other day. My rib was almost out due to a prior life situation, and I caught it just in time, and I stopped for the rest of the day. Just did simple things. I didn't cut any more wood. I didn't lift it over my head to carry it or carry it in general. So it stops you for a minute. But as soon as we're done, or as soon as it goes back in place, I'm right back at it. But like you said, you're down for a week. If it really goes out of place, you're down for a week. There's no pinching everywhere you turn.
Yeah, my son-in-law said he went to get in the shower the other day, and we got a special needs 7-year-old grandson, and I guess he got in there and played with a bubble bath and didn't tell anybody, and it was clear stuff. And he went to step in the tub, and one leg went one way, the other, and he said he didn't know his knee could bend from the inside, like a knee going towards his other knee. And
Yep.
Oh, poor baby.
Ouch.
he showed me it 2 weeks later, and it's still black from like 6 inches above his knee to 6 inches below. He can walk on it now, but
Wow.
Robert. How you doing, Robert? Tracy. Wow, I just all flashed up real fast, didn't it?
Yeah.
Signal must be bad.
But he did say the good thing was it wasn't his son that fell in there. He got in and fell because he said he wouldn't know how to live with his son. It was his boy that fell in there.
Well,
Yeah.
that's just those situations. I mean, yeah.
Wow, though.
Understand. Love pug.
Hey, Lisa.
Well, no. I gotta
So
move
yeah,
my
we're
stuff.
getting close.
Move a few more things and make some more noise.
Yeah, is your house? How old is your house?
Our house is like 8 years old.
Oh,
8 or
just
9.
eight. I thought you said you had an old house. This one built.
No,
in-
The big
This
house the big house that was on the property when we bought it, that was built in 1984. This house we purchased a Gambrel barn for ourselves 8-9 years ago.
This one I'm in was built in 1920, and it's every
Wow.
room has got a room connected to the hall, and each room connects to each other. It's one of them ones, I guess, where they opened the doors up and turned on the attic fan. That was the air conditioning back in the day.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right.
None of them had closets. They added on the two middle rooms. They added on into the hallway to make closet space, which you can't tell it when you look in the hallway. And our bathroom and our bedroom in the very front of the house, I'm guessing it had a door that is now the bathroom door, and they added on into the hallway to make the bathroom. So I'm like, our bathroom, the ceilings, I don't know if it's either 10 or 12 foot here, but the ceiling is taller than the bathroom is wide. And the
Wow.
bathroom- and it's either 10 or 12 feet up, and I think the bathroom's 8 foot square.
Wow. Yeah.
It's like going in a square can of biscuits.
Right.
Yeah, just enough room for that tub and sink and toilet. That's it.
The tub on
Turn around, Dan.
the wall tub. The tub starts at the back wall and ends at the front wall.
Yeah, that sounds like one of the old houses my dad had at one point.
Then down the
It
middle,
was-
you got the toilet, and off to the left side, you got the sink. And then you have a corner with a little hutch.
Well, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, you can almost sit on the pot and wash your feet in the tub and wash your hands in the sink.
That's how they did it back then.
Yeah, they didn't need a room like what we have today.
Well,
I
I
guess you
mean,
They didn't have the furniture we do today.
You don't go in there to play, so I guess you don't need all that space.
That's the way our dads looked, or our grandpas looked at it. They didn't even get out. And there was only one bathroom, and you had a household of what, 5, 6, 7? So you couldn't stay in the bathroom very long. It was almost like the beginning of the episode of Caddyshack, when that kids running through the house and all the kids are sitting outside the bathroom holding their pee, trying to go, waiting on one other person. There's
Yeah.
9 of them.
You see, Pappy said his house was built in 1930. He's all lath and plaster, 10-foot ceilings, and the old cast iron radiators. No insulation in the walls either.
I think they insulated here, but I think they went through. I haven't drilled in the walls. I don't think. But
Pugs' house was built in 53. I love those old houses.
Yeah.
Those
It just
Old
they need
farmhouses.
redone, you know, and different. Get
the inside windows rattle when you let them up and down because they got that pulley works with the weights.
yeah.
And the storm windows they got on the outside here, I think they were like from the 50s or 60s. They're not much other. They're not insulated.
Well, and you're in Texas, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, the old houses like that in Ohio are kind of like that too. They're not insulated or anything, which is not good for, Ohio. It's
Yeah,
like
draft
Pappy
fuel
not having
oil.
insulation. I
Or
couldn't
the-
imagine that in Massachusetts.
Lath, yeah, lath and plaster with horsehair. And then you see newspaper as insulating that, but nothing else.
Yeah.
I ever
that's-
get a good bit ahead, I want to get them guys to come in here and drill the holes in the walls. I want to make sure if there's insulation or if not, I want them to foam them, then get up under it and foam the floors.
Right on.
That way you end up with, like, if you got 2x8 floor
Yes,
joists,
Anna.
you got eight inches of foam.
There's always dust, and until it's finished, there will be. But that's, we're working on it, and I'm gonna have painted walls in my house really soon, you guys. That's so exciting for me. You have no idea.
At least if you build it yourself, you have it how you want it.
Yeah, I mean, and we had to get the building to fit in the space we needed it to fit in, and Raina was such a tiny little thing back there then, her bedroom has been 4 different spaces already in the house. You know, as we were trying to lay it out and solidify our plans the way we wanted it, and um, deciding on what we were willing to compromise, how we wanted to move our space, and then what we weren't willing to compromise. As far as like where the wood stove had to go in order to heat the entire structure. And things like that, because we knew once we put those in, there wouldn't be any changing that, So
you guys get any of them fans you put on it that run off as just a radiant heat?
yeah, yep, we have one of them on there.
I'm going to be drawing up plans for a wood stove and incorporate.
Yeah, we want to take our little wood stove, and the dream is to someday have a wood cook stove.
Yeah, I was thinking if I go ahead and put a wood stove in here, that's why I want to have a flat top on it. That way I could actually cook on it.
Yeah, one of them little box stoves, they heat wonderfully. You have to cut your wood a little bit different. But they cook. You can cook on those box stoves beautifully, and you can find the old box stoves with the 2 removable burner tops. That's the kind we used to have in our house. And I loved that thing. I loved cooking on that.
I remember my grandpa had a big old potbelly like stove, and they kept the coffee pot on there all the time with water. He said the steam did the house good, and if the company come over, they'd go ahead and drop coffee in there.
All right. Let me see. Bear with me here.
I remember as a kid, I'd get up and he'd come in the room, set his shoes on top of it, and lay his socks across it till he got over and got situated. And he'd grab his socks, put them on. A few minutes later,
Yep. There's my pot of water, my pot of coffee, and my little fan.
How much space will that heat?
It heats up the house pretty good. It's just not great to cook on. Because the way the top is, I can barely set pans. I mean, I have to use like an egg skillet to skillet cook on. It can handle
insulated by their specifications.
How many hundreds?
1,100.
It can heat up to an 1,100 square foot home properly insulated by their specifications. So it heats up our house, which isn't properly insulated all the way, but we're getting there. And I have some really old drapes that somebody thought were ugly, and they were giving them away. And they asked me if I wanted them, and I was like, sure. And they're the old kind with the plastic backing. So those, heavy ones? Yeah. So those are what I have hanging in my doorways and stuff in the wintertime. So we get the fire going, and we can, shut off the rooms to keep the heat in the house where it needs to go, and we can direct it that way. So if it ever gets so cold outside or whatever, we have those options of closing off certain spaces to make the house warmer. That was all, part of the stuff that you consider. And Anna, it's absolutely right. Living in a house while it's under construction, while you're building it, is it's been its own adventure. It really has. But I wouldn't trade it for anything, because it has taught me, how to really utilize the space that we have, because we didn't go with, this is a 14 by 30. No. How long is the house, hon? 14 by 36. Yeah, and then it was a 6-foot porch that went all the way across the face, 36. And so what we did was we turned a section of the porch into Raina's bedroom. so she have an actual
The space
space
already in
at
there.
her own that she can move around. And yeah, because we did have her bedroom in the loft above our room. And when she was little, that was fine. But there's not a whole lot of headspace up there. And as soon as she started sprouting up real tall, that didn't work anymore. So
Yeah, I
the
watched this
living
one
room,
couple. I don't know if you guys seen it. These
temporary
couple,
bedroom.
this couple built their house. They made it out of 2 or 3 them big 40-foot shipping containers, and I quit watching
Yeah.
it.
That's a lot of space. I mean, I don't even want that much space. That's a lot of stuff to clean. I could be doing other stuff.
And he went in as he did it. He put up the studs for the walls, and then he put the foam in. So he put 4 or 6 inches of foam on the walls and the floors and the ceiling all the way around on it. And then he bought them weird windows that were the gas filled ones or whatever. Most of them is ones you can't open.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you ought to be able to keep it warm in there with a candle. I said, yeah, probably.
Wow. Yeah.
They,
Is there coffee left in the top?
but they turned a 6 or 8 month job into, like, they had it on there. Last time I looked, it was still going and they weren't finished or in it.
Wow. Yeah, well, for us, it was part of the adventure. It was part of the learning thing, and it was something that Jeff and I wanted to do, with Raina as a family. This has been our ongoing life project as a family now for a lot of years, but she's helped at every stage of the way, and so teaches her things too.
Teachers are really life things to teach you how to survive, teach you how to do things with your hands, teach you to be proud of what you do.
The biggest thing
Yeah.
is not being scared of change
Not being scared to learn
and taking control of that change and making it the way you would like to have it. Life is an open palette, even with the scenery on it.
Yeah, I'm wondering when people are going to start showing up. Today's that Star Wars Day. We play every Monday. You guys, I already told you, my nerd day.
Your nerd day? Star Wars, huh?
Yeah, pen and paper stuff.
Oh, cool. That sounds like old Dungeons and Dragons type of gaming.
Yeah, we were all of us. There's 2 of us that are in our 50s. My son-in-law runs it. He's almost 40. Or there's 3 of us in our 50s. Another guy is in his 50s, truck driver. He went to West Texas, so he can't show up anymore. And then my 30-year-old son. And everybody's been playing D&D for 30 plus years. And you look at us when you come in here, and it looks like a bunch of people you drug out of a biker bar.
Have a
Man,
good
that's always
time.
fun.
And half the people that know we play will come in here and is like, shit, I didn't even know you guys could read.
Fooled you, didn't we? We're the ones you're going to be scared of.
That's part of that stereotyping crap they started putting it out there into society. And it's really hard for people to look beyond those stereotype things, the labels,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, one of my buddies is over here that plays. He's been playing. He started running D&D when he was 11. He got the books and started showing all of his friends, and he ran forever. And my son-in-law been running for past 10, 12 years. And they was telling him about it. He played in some of his games, and he giving him a break because he said everywhere he goes, everybody wants him to run stuff.
He must be good.
I was going to say, isn't that a compliment?
Usually, yeah, it's an honor, actually.
I only got to role play D&D twice when I was younger. A buddy of mine knew a guy that did D&D. And so I got to play it twice. And then when I met my husband, because I'm not much of a gamer, But when I met my husband, he got me into D&D online with him and his friends. And, you know, each of us had our role and we'd go on the adventures, and it was really cool. But I really enjoyed that. And I think there's something to be said for that. And I love that this new generation of kids is role playing similarly. Like Raina, that's her favorite thing. She loves to do these different role plays in these games with her friends.
That'd be
So
something
cool.
y'all could do for the winter with the three of y'all. That'd be enough one of y'all to run and teach her to do it. In your off time, y'all have 3 or 4 hours a week, whatever, and y'all get together and do it. Looking at old, you got anywhere you can find old books around there?
Yeah, I mean, we got a thrift store and a library they're my biggest source of books.
All you'd really need is a Dungeon
Especially old
Master.
books.
She's got a gaming channel. We haven't even gotten up. So that
Oh,
could
yeah,
be
she's
something
got
we
a
could
gaming channel,
incorporate.
yeah.
We could incorporate that being and let people know.
Dungeon Master
Yeah.
Guide book, and you could wing the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
It's all imagination.
I might know somebody that has one. I might know somebody that has one. I'll have to.
And hell, you can even put it on live when you do it. Everybody could watch.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
People might think you're a devil worshiper or something, but I don't really care what people think. So
I don't really care what people think, but pardon me. I'm not going to subject Raina to things that might be uncalled for.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, I don't like my 15-year-old being online.
I turn into bear energy when somebody comes after one of my cubs, and I don't care if it's one of my cubs that's bigger than me or smaller than me. They're still my cubs.
Me and my wife think the same thing. I got a shovel, I got an alibi, and I'm ready to spend the rest of my life in prison over my kids.
I get that is most definitely a trigger for me.
But I'm that way even in a store if I see somebody doing something to a kid.
I know. Kids are to be protected from a lot of that heinousness, right? I mean, they got to learn about life and stuff, but just
Screaming at them,
this is not life. This is not life.
beating
This
them's
is
abuse, screaming at them's abuse, and even
cheap
the ones that
offer
let
in
them get away with
education.
everything, that's still abuse.
The time that we're living in right now is the erector set version of the Matrix. Okay, it's not even a real Matrix anymore. I you know what? It's not even an erector set. I won't even give it that status. It is straws and connectors.
With cheap glue.
Yes, with Elmer's glue. With the off-brand glue. The real watery stuff. It's barely holding together this thing that they are trying to call life, and I'm using air quotes.
I look at it a whole different thing. It's like taking too much laxative and then going for a ride in the car and see if I can make it home.
That is not a situation I want to play chicken with.
Yeah.
Oh, just all of a sudden when you said that, it did it. What I saw was like, those old style monkey bars on the playground that
Yeah.
had the triangles, but they was built in a dome shape. And I thought, yeah, that's kind of what the Matrix looks like right now, only not as well made. Oh, we saw a headline. Because you brought it up earlier, I'm going to make mention of it. I don't want to stay on it, but I do want to make mention of it. So I saw a headline earlier that said that Kyle Rittenhouse did not have that gun in his possession illegally. So it was deemed legal possession of the firearm. So they had to drop that charge for that young fella. And I thought, well, doesn't that make all the rest of it
Irrelevant.
considered or poison fruit of the poison tree.
He's not allowed to legally purchase it, but he's allowed to legally possess it.
It really, the whole thing, I can't watch it. I don't want to watch it.
They're trying to roll that boy over the coals with what they're trying to
I
do.
know they are. Listen, all I can do is say, I hope that the best situation comes out of that for that young man. Right?
Yeah, it's bad enough
Because
by putting
we don't know what that best situation is going to be, though. I'm just going to say it that way. We don't know what that best situation is going to be. You know, I have my personal feelings about it. We all do. But the farce that they're going through has nothing to do with justice and everything to do with legalities. That's it. That's all it has. That prosecutor is trying to make a name for himself because he is probably gunning for judgeship somewhere.
I think
or political office.
I think he's part of the system being paid to do this so he can
exactly. Listen,
take away.
The only thing saving young Mr. Rittenhouse right now is the fact that he has a personal attorney and not a state appointed one, because the public defenders and the prosecutors are two wings of the same bird. And the things I'm finding out about some birds, that's not a bird whose feathers I want for retain. Just saying. It's just like politics.
Kind of like David Rogers.
Like microcosms of macrocosms over and over and over and over again to infinity, the way they have the system set up. And so when somebody says, well, we're going to fix it or we're going to rebuild it, why? Why ever would you do that? Be a sovereign being. Stop being a peasant, because that's all they think you are. And they feel like they own you. And as long as you give them permission to own you, they do.
Yep. The 10 words you really never want to hear is we're here from the government and we're here to help.
Yeah, that's the biggest oxymoron that I ever did hear.
Like David Rogers said the other day, the right and the left, you know what the difference of it is? It's like saying the right side and the left side of a turd. I'm like, yeah, pretty much.
And that's what I mean. When it's a system, it's every cog in that machine is doing the same thing for the same end result. And I don't care what color the cog is. So step out of the machine. Let's all step out of the machine and just watch that plastic matrix fall apart on itself. Like a broken down marble game. Right? I mean...
Yeah, I wanted to say something last night when we were on Bonnie's channel, but I'm afraid to say it to Bonnie, but it's scaring me. The thing you've heard about in Poland, that over there, all them migrants coming over from the Muslim migrants. I'm not sure where they're coming from, but anyway, the military in the country that they're coming through right now is arming them as they're headed to Poland.
What is the country they're coming through right now?
I can't remember the name of it. My mind just drew up. Like Robert might know.
Bonnie was actually talking about this last night. Bonnie and Dorinda, I believe. Dorinda, if you're out there, honey, if you can spare me a minute, come on up here, because I think she was the one telling us about it. Now, here's what I'm going to say. We live in a time of wars and rumors of wars, okay? All the big scare tactics right now are these migrant invasions on multiple borders, right? Think about this, Chuck. Think about them. They're raising the red flag at the U.S. border. They're raising the red flag at the Polish border. They're raising the red flag at Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan. You name all the borders over there in the sandbox. Okay? Israel's raising red flags about their border. This is happening everywhere. And that in and of itself should tell you.
It's a design.
Now, if you really want to see what that design plays out, pull up a map and start putting some thumbtacks in it, run a string along them, and you'll see probably, I'm assuming you're going to see a dragon shape come out of it. But that's just a wild guess. That's just a wild guess off my head that's what you would see. I haven't done that myself, but that would be very interesting to see if somebody with a analytical mind would like to do something like that.
Dragon or sign of Moloch or an evil.
You're going to get something. You're going to get some symbol. You're going to get something. You know what I mean? The way the pins are going to fall on all these Taiwan and everything that's going on around the world. If you were to connect the dots, I wonder what picture it would paint.
These evil folks, you know what they are. They're all about numbers, symbols, and they're all about bragging in some way of what they're doing. Whether they don't come out and say exactly, but it'll be in a movie, a show, something that simulates to it.
I don't care how much they kick and scream. Their time is up. Their time is up. We're moving away from the time of the Archons right now. We're moving into something so much more beautiful. So they're going to have to kick and scream over there behind the soundproof glass where I can go, la, 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 la.
Yeah, I think they don't deserve a slap on the wrist either. I think they deserve to pay the ultimate price because they're willing to take everybody else's life.
I mean, it may just come to a point of reckoning where those who feel that they have willingly sold their soul, maybe that debt will be collected.
Yep.
I'm not anyone that could do that, but and nor would I sit in judgment on any of them. But I feel like there's definitely a creator moment coming real soon. I feel that, and I have zero fear about it. I have a wonderful welling up of love in me when I think about it. I really do. That's what I feel.
I worry about the people around me because, like, somebody brought it to my attention here a while back. When this time next year, we're probably going to be a lot of funerals burying people.
Yeah.
Well, but we got to think about this. We all had free will and we all have free choice.
And it's not going to be easy.
And it's not going to be something easy to deal with, but we've already had to accept that there were people who chose to do whatever. Now, were they coerced? Perhaps. Were they fooled? Yes. But at some point, we have to let them accept responsibility for the decisions they made. Just like we all have to accept the responsibility for the decisions that we make on a personal level, right? And at some point, we have to say, okay, yeah, there was a lot of coercion out there. I saw through it, though, right? That was my choice. To have open eyes, to find out, to dig more, to find out more before I made that decision for myself, my family. So I'm going to accept the responsibility for my decision. And I have to let my family accept the responsibility, whatever that outcome may be. And as much as it saddens me, I have to let them accept responsibility for their own decisions. I can't put the blame on anybody else because I warned them. I told them, I shared information with them, and they made their choice anyway. So that was their choice. I had to accept that, and I had to grieve that. I have grieved their loss already, although they are not in that manner.
My oldest daughter, she got in line for it, and she left her kid and her husband and moved to Florida with some guy, and they even mentioned there's a new one coming out. She's in line for it. Me and my wife both come to grips with what's going to go on. And she told my wife that I brainwashed her and instilled this Trump thing in her and demented her head, and that she needed to be safe and think about herself and go out and get covered.
All it takes is a little bit of independent research. When I found stuff, I showed it to my husband. I didn't just tell him, even though I know that he respects, what I say, because he knows I do the research and stuff. But I showed him too, and I did that for a lot of people, and Jeff is probably the only one that actually listened to me. No, I got a couple other friends that. What's that? Oh, I know. No, I just meant of all the people that, we talked to about it and we told them about stuff. And about the only person that listened to me was you. And
Yeah, he was even telling me he's in some sort of law enforcement first responder. I can't remember what he did military. And he's like, this is some of the groups that I talked to. He said in the next year, he goes, we're going to get a lot of wellness checks. We're probably going to end up having to go in different neighbors' houses and help get people out. He said there's going to be either so many sick or so many dying that we're the ones that ain't doing this are going to be half the ones that deal with this.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing that they've trained us all up well with those zombie movies, eh?
Yep.
All those Rebel Mad Max style movies. The apocalyptic versions of life. But that's all to make people live in fear. Now imagine that with the other side being way more beautiful. Yeah, we're still going to have to help people out, because there are going to be people who aren't going to pull through this. But, we can't wear the responsibility of their choices on our shoulders. And I know that there are people out there listening that are doing that very thing. And they do it out of love. And they do it because they're worried about them. But you cannot accept responsibility for other people's choices. It does not work out well. Trust me.
My dad said, I can tell you about the path and I can show you the path, but I can't make you take the path.
Exactly.
Right.
You can lead a horse to water, but if you try to make it drink, you'll drown it.
Yep. And what's bad, my daughter, she's got on a high IQ like me. She's really smart and swift, but I think it's a generation and peer pressure. She's nowhere what you'd even resemble being a leader. She's a stubborn follower. And if you're not in her clique, then you're an idiot. I told her one day, I said, I've never seen somebody so smart and intelligent be so stupid.
Yeah, because that's. But I'm gonna say something about that, because I'm seeing a correlation with this and with the language they're using for it. They're calling it tribalism. Now, why do you think that they're doing that? Why do you think they've created this situation?
Separation.
Separation. Now, what are they demonizing?
Everybody that ain't in their line.
Tribes? What do tribes do? Tribes are communities that work in tandem with each other, right? That are all related. There are many mothers in one village. There are many fathers in one village. So, why would you demonize the word tribalism? By using it and applying it to what are essentially cliques of bullies. Because you want to give it a bad name so people don't look into it. You want to make it a bad thing to say, I found my tribe, which really means I found my soul family. Right?
It's a lot easier to convince a person off to the side than it is a group.
Exactly. And it's about more division, but it's also about dirtying the purity of an idea. Because a lot of people, specifically at this point in time, are finding their way back to their roots, back to origins, back to old ways, right? And what are old ways? They're tribes. There were whole communities. Everybody had an important role. And no one person was more than another. Does it get more ideal? Right? Here's the thing, though. They're still trying to twist stuff, and that's what the whole thing's about. Because just like they stole all of our good stuff in the, and demonized symbols and all this other stuff, we don't have to accept it. We don't have to accept their definition. I don't. I'll use a word for its original meaning, and I'll even express what the original meaning is, just to help educate other folks that this is not some new thing. Is chat even moving, or are we just froze up?
I don't know if people are listening or.
They're like, oh, I wish she'd stop rambling already.
Somebody's waiting backstage, they said to tell you.
Okay, I need to refresh them because I'm not seeing them. Hold on backstage for a second. I'll be right back.
Hey, Chuck.
What's up, Robert?
Hey. Trump train.
Hi, everybody. Sorry about that, guys. It wasn't
No
even
problem.
everything was frozen up, chat and everything.
Hi, Heather. Nice to meet you. I got it from Tracy. Tracy told me about you, so then I recognized Chuck. So from Jeff.
I know who you are, Robert. I see you all the time over on Mr. Riddle's show.
And everywhere else. So, I'm watching the trial while you're talking, and I think they're on a break right now or something. And then on the corner showing Potato Head is getting ready to sign the Insurrection Act.
Oh, really?
Yep. And then Steve Bannon came on. He was very happy with his lawyer when he came out. He said that take the mask off. It's a free country.
Bless you.
Well, I'm sorry I missed such a great conversation there in chat, you guys.
It hadn't been rolling for me either. I don't know if something's up or.
It's probably just our signal. We've got more storms moving in. About 6 o'clock tonight.
So Chuck, your wife is against everything too?
Yeah, she don't believe none of that crap. There's like she told everybody a lot of people come to her at work. She works at Walmart and they come to her and ask her stuff. She's become kind of like the guru up there. And I said, you better watch it. You'll be the first one they try to fire. She goes, well, if they fire me, then I'm going to sue them.
Just like me, Lee, and a few others on Jeff about how the family's against us and everything.
She's 5'1", 95 pounds, and thinks she's 6'8", 300-pound Superman.
And probably says, hey, I've knocked out bigger dudes than you. Get out of my way.
She tells him at work, she goes, you seen my old man? She goes, I ain't afraid of him. So you better back off.
There you go.
Spitfire.
Right.
Love it.
Yeah.
Our kids were little, and one of my friends was over, and he literally called him a fucking brat in front of her. She went in the kitchen and got my chef's knife, come around the corner and just touched the guy in the neck with it. She goes, you say anything bad to my kids again and I'll cut your head off. I was like, wow. I said, you got
It's my wife, man.
So, Chuck, what do you think about that self-defense on that Kyle? Do you think that was self-defense?
I didn't
Hey,
hear
whoa,
it.
whoa! Let me stop us right there, Z-Man. I love you, man, but we don't actually talk about a lot of that stuff over here.
Oh,
We try to, we'll have discourse about it a little bit, but then we leave that stuff alone because,
Okay. Sorry.
no, you're good. You're good.
But,
How you doing today, Dorinda?
I'm not too bad. I came up when you told me to, actually.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. It was all
That's-
froze up. And didn't see
That's
anything
fine.
going
That's
on.
fine. I was sitting back there giggling and laughing and having a grand old time all by myself, as usual.
Aw,
And
I
I
love
think
you.
it was Belarus, although I don't know exactly where Poland is and what's near it. So I'm not real sure if it's Belarus or Ukraine.
Listen, you
Belarus.
guys don't underestimate them Polish people. There's some pretty badass Polish people that I've met.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't really know what I was talking about yesterday either. So I was just adding to the conversation.
We were
Well,
just connecting dots.
Yeah, no, I was just trying to give everybody a little bit of a bigger picture of it, because what they're doing is they're just throwing out one at a time, but they're keeping them all running simultaneously.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so when you think about that, that's a distraction. What are we not supposed to see that they're distracting us with this?
Yeah. Another
It
false
worries me
flag to
about
look at.
worries me about Bonnie being that close to the opening at our border to the south, and if they're going to be doing the same there, then kind of traumatizes me a little bit to think of her being there, and she's already scared to death of it.
Yep.
Let me tell you
I don't
something
blame her.
about Bonnie.
She's strong.
I love Bonnie. She is related to
You
me.
got her.
I know it.
Pew-pew.
But I guarantee that woman will knock the crap out of somebody, or they'll meet the barrels of her gun
I think she's
before
packing.
anything happens to her family, because she has got a spine of steel or titanium or
What was that
shalom or
called?
some other
Kryptonite?
like
No, not
really
kryptonite.
impervious metal, because she really does. I mean, she's strong. Tungsten, yeah. She's got the spine of tungsten.
I could see her showing up on the porch with a shotgun and shooting somebody and say, "I'm sorry you made me do that."
Mhm.
Yep. Please don't make me do it again. I will.
I haven't told my husband yet, but I was at the pawn shop today. I got myself a metal back scratcher. I'm so excited.
And a blowtorch. And a blowtorch.
And a flamethrower.
No, they didn't have one. They had a
When
blower. but
when
not
you
a
said a metal back scratcher, I expect you to hold up like a Dirty Harry 44 Magnum.
But I also picked up 2 coins.
Awesome.
Awesome.
A silver dollar Canadian and a silver 50
Hold on a second.
American. I was pretty proud of myself.
That
I
is
got-
awesome.
I got 4 of them for my birthday for my mom.
Oh,
Awesome. Good
nice.
for you.
Gotta hold
Well,
on to them, Robert.
The
Yeah,
the American one was $20,
This
and
one?
the Canadian one was $35. Oh,
That one?
nice.
That one there, and then
Mine has a lady on one side and an eagle on the other. My American one,
Yeah, that sounds about
and
right.
my Canadian one has
Is the lady?
the queen
It's an
and
American silver dollar.
an American one. Yeah,
So I wonder if it's what is it, Elizabeth?
no, I don't know who the lady
Or is it
is,
Sass-
or if it's the man with the. I don't know what it is,
that one?
but it does say "In God We Trust," and it's got an eagle on the front.
There's one with what's her name, Sacagawea, on it. A Sacagawea. Those. Oh, I thought those were. I thought they did a series of silver dollars with Sacagawea on them like years ago, like in the 80s or something. Right on, love pugs.
Mm.
Hey, Lively. Nice to see you,
Cool.
Shep.
Where are you at, Heather? What state?
I'm in Ohio.
Oh, so you're close to me then, me and Jeff.
Yep. Not too far.
Yeah.
I'm in Canada.
Oh yeah, I got a cousin. So I'm not quite
Oh, yeah,
sure
you're
where
supposed
it
to
is.
get a blizzard. You better check the weather, lady, because you're supposed to be getting blizzards up there.
So far, it's a nice day. So hey, it comes, it comes. It doesn't, it doesn't. I don't
Well,
give a rat's
okay.
ass.
B-Dog, though, I know you're Canadian, too. You guys up there, Shep, you're going to be getting some foul weather, too. Not a blizzard, but lots of rain.
I'm ready for the Michigan Ohio State game this year. I hope we get you guys this year.
Oh, you probably will.
We need
I
a
don't know
win.
what's half the people in Ohio are Michigan State fans, and the other half are diehard Ohio fans,
Oh, I'm
who
Michigan.
are
Yeah, I'm Michigan.
usually coincidentally also diehard Browns fans. Because, I mean, I guess we just roll with the underdog here. But I like underdogs, so. I'm not a football fan, though, in all honesty. Once my brothers weren't in college, or weren't in high school football anymore, I didn't really worry about it. My mother-in-law likes football, though. She still enjoys it.
1943.
Your
Sorry.
house?
No, somebody asked me what was the date on the Liberty coin.
Oh, nice.
1943 in the American one. And
That's
1967
awesome.
on the Canadian.
Oh, Shep, that's such great news. Whoop, whoop. See, that's being responsible for a decision. You know that that's what you want to do, so that's not a risk you're willing to take. That's fantastic. Uh-oh, here we go with the Sander again. Talks amongst yourselves, guys.
I guess Nancy Drew got 30-day again.
Did she?
Yeah. On the Facebook. Thing. Well, let's get ready to see what on Riddle showed here in about a half hour. So, he comes on at 4. And so, just stopped in and say nice to meet you, Heather, and stuff. And I saw Chuck. I recognized him on Jeff. So,
Okay. You have a great day, Z-Man.
yeah, yes. Take care. Stay safe.
Thanks for coming, Robert.
Yeah, you're welcome. Have a good day.
Pappy Two Bears.
Yeah.
I only paid $20 for it, so
Bye.
hopefully. I'm here by myself. We're having a party. And I don't know what the hell I'm yapping about.
Oh, just yap about something. He's
I-
breaking again, so I put the mic back on.
You're good, Heather. You do what you have to do. I will sit here and amuse myself. You know me well enough to do that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Oh, thanks, Shep of the Forest. I made $5 in a minute. Whoa, yay.
I must be froze up again.
Okay. Go do what you got to do, honey.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. Oh, Chuck's talking to his family. Alrighty now. So, Pappy, what are you up to today? Bonnie, what are you up to today? Come on up and keep me company. Oh, crap, she's busy. Okay, we're just gonna sit here and we're gonna have some fun. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Talk about those Christmas ornaments you're making. I want to see those.
I started a new one today. I'm working on it. I'll go back after you're off and try to get the damn ornament made. I gotta fix the other one though, because I made it too weird. I don't like it. I gotta fix it.
Hey, Don. Yeah, well, I'm the same way. How can I get
Well,
up and
when the-
sleep without my
when the
baby?
cat- When the cat is sleeping on your lap, dishes ain't gonna get done because you gotta sit and pet the kitty. My daughter's cat comes to see me as I'm going to bed. So she wants snuggles then. So I snuggle with her till I fall asleep and then she gets mad and goes away.
Hurry up. I'm not letting all the cold air in. Hold on.
$50. It's the $50, Pappy. Hey, Katie, uncorked. Come on up.
Yeah, come on up, Viking lady.
Buddy, come up. Pappy, come up. Robert, come up. Let's go.
Get him, Dorinda.
She's like, 3:30. It's powwow time. We only have 30 minutes left.
Come on. Come on. Oh, she
Well,
doesn't-
still, you got plenty of stuff in case you got a blizzard. I mean, you guys might be used to them up there.
Yeah, I got lots of food. I'm good.
You just roll with it, don't you?
Sure,
Yeah.
just like I don't care.
That's all I do.
Like my vehicle is a 4-wheel drive. I don't give a shit. I'll just slap it in 4 and go. Gone.
There you go.
My 2001 Yukon. I love it.
Hi, everyone.
That's a GMC.
Hi, sweetie. How are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah, what are you up to today?
Cleaning my room.
Oh. I thought maybe you were outside foraging or building
no.
something
No.
It
or
got put up too long.
Yeah, this, and we're getting closer to getting to her room, so she is hustling to get this done now.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh, that's me too loud.
You might do this one.
Turn my volume down. I had it up earlier so I could hear Jeff. He talks a little low sometimes.
Yeah. Ours does that too.
I'll be right back.
After these
Nobody comes up.
messages,
No one's coming up. Come
nobody's
on, man.
coming up. Or if they're coming up, they're in the back room and I don't know it.
Well,
Because this
we'll
thing
refresh
keeps
and see.
freezing
Yeah.
up. And I
Just let
keep
you be right
refreshing.
back. I'll go ahead and refresh.
All right,
Right
Chuck, I'll be right back too. He's on mute. I think he's still on the phone. All right, guys, bear with us for a second. We're gonna have technical difficulties.
Yeah, not quite sure how I'm going to bring up the coins I bought to my husband, but we'll get there eventually, maybe. Maybe I won't tell him till whenever.
Just give them to him as a Christmas present.
Yeah.
Fuck you, they're mine.
Oh, well, give them to yourself. As a present. Wrap them bad boys up and stick them in a stocking for yourself.
I could do that. But then, I'd have to go buy him some too, so.
Well, I suppose there's that.
And then, because I've got 2 kids that my son doesn't live at home anymore, but, I'd have to buy 2 for them too, so.
Right. All right, I'll be right back. It says all hanging up for some reason, so give me 1 minute
Okay.
here.
Okay, Bonnie, Robert, and Pappy, get up here. Hello? We need our time together, guys. Let's go. I'm gonna stick my nose up in the air now. Let's go, let's go. Na 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 na. Oh, goodness gracious. I gotta hook up the camera on my laptop upstairs in my craft room, and then it'll be a shit show when I come up from up there. Oh, yeah.
If anybody
Hey.
wondered where I'm at, I'm on the phone.
You're fine, honey. I figured that. Or talking to your kids, so I just kind of let you be. I was just sitting here dancing and singing all by myself. No big deal.
Don Light wants to come up.
But she says she doesn't have a camera. Thank you, Shepherd. No, I'm just an asshole. That's what I call myself most days, just being an asshole. And I like that. I wear that title proudly. Just like the B word, I wear that title proudly too.
Don't worry, Walt. Everybody's down to the park is hearing her talk. She's not yelling at you.
I'm not yelling at all. I'm still using one of my inside voices.
Holy shit. That's
What?
your inside voice.
What's that?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Well, hey, how's it going?
Going great. How you doing?
Hi, we made it. Oh my God.
Hi, it's Katie. How you doing?
Durinder, holy shit. So good to see you.
I know you have a hard time. Sorry.
Thanks for letting me join.
No problem.
Yeah.
What are you doing, honey?
Great.
I'm making dreadlocks.
Nice.
Yes. So that's kind of what I do from home.
That's cool.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm up here in Canada. What's the news where you guys are at?
Oh, I'm in Canada too. I'm in Ontario.
Yeah, you're like the Sioux, aren't you?
Pardon?
Are you in the Sioux?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. I'm up in British Columbia, so just near Vancouver on the coast.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
so you're kind of close to B-Dog.
Yeah, so it is pouring rain. It has not stopped raining for, oh God, days now.
Well, which one of you two are closer to the other side of the Great Lakes from Ohio?
Probably me.
And would that be a little northwestern?
I'm near Lake Superior.
Well, you're definitely in blizzard zone. I don't know where. I don't know where either one of those places are on a map because I'm stupid American. That,
Okay, you know what the part of the hand that's, wait a minute. I think it's the thumb. No. At the top here of Michigan, where the Great Lakes is, I'm right here.
Okay, so yeah, you're in. You may not get it, but people above, like a little bit north and western of you, are supposed to be in a. There's going to be a big blizzard area up there, and then the west coast is going to. Northwest coast is going to get hit with some heavy storms.
So if you're gonna here's a good idea of where I'm at. So you can. So there's Washington, Seattle.
Okay. You're gonna get rain.
Yes,
you're getting it now.
Shit ton of rain. So I'm just north of Washington and Seattle. So I'm just
okay. So you're by Shep.
I'm not sure where Shep is.
She says she's near Vancouver in southwest Washington, near Portland, Oregon.
So,
okay, yeah. So I'm just north.
So you guys are getting those nasty rainstorms over there.
Oh yes, ma'am, we are. It's pretty bad here. Like I'm starting to think we're almost gonna flood here. It's pretty bad.
They said it's going to be that bad for the rain for you guys, and then that's supposed to break up as soon as it hits the Rockies. And then there is a blizzard forming up in Canada over like the M states, Montana, and over there.
Yeah.
Okay,
so
it'll
we're
be the part of Canada that's above those states.
Yeah,
but
so that would
moving
mean for us it would be like Saskatchewan, Alberta, and some of Manitoba probably. So I think
Okay.
our prairie provinces are probably going to get hit.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, just so you guys know, because when we watch the weather up there, because it affects us, because we're on Ohio's like on the down slope of all that weather,
Right.
that slides down through.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then we pass it over the Appalachian Mountains onto like Pappy's neck of the woods.
Oh wow.
Because he's in northeastern East Coast, kind of. So.
Well, B Dog has friends coming over because their houses are flooded.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, so there's a lot going on, eh? Are you guys watching the trial today?
No.
I haven't been. No, what's happening?
Well, so far I think they're just in recess. I think the prosecutor just made his closing statement, and so that's kind of where it's at right now. So nothing's been. There's no.
Did they charge him with anything else today?
Pardon me?
Did they charge him with anything else today?
Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. I've just been kind of flying all over YouTube, just kind of seeing if I can find anything new, but I don't know. They've got like 500 troops or something like that. So because they're probably expecting some bullshit after all this goes down.
Well, there's going to be bullshit either way you look at it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, you bet.
Just like there was after the trial of that officer. You guys remember him. We don't have to say his name.
Okay.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about. After his trial.
Yeah, the big trial we just got over.
These are all.
Is that your hair?
No, it's synthetic hair. So I actually make these and ship them all over the world. So this is the hair. And it's the hair that I wear. So my hair is also like super long. Like right down to there. And I make like sets like this and I ship them all over the world, and ladies are able to braid them into their hair so that you don't have to wear extensions or dreadlocks permanently, but you can actually braid them into your own hair and it's not damaging, and it's
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's what
really cool.
I do for
Okay, no, there's a lady in Sault Ste. Marie that has, well, there's a few of them, we'll put it that way, that has the dreadlocks, but she's got in the bottom part of her dreadlocks, she's got like I would say colored wool, bright colored wool in her dreadlocks. Oh my god, it looks so beautiful.
Yeah, you guys, let's keep all our Canadian friends and family in our thoughts and prayers about the weather they're going to have up there.
Yes,
because you guys are getting hit on a couple different fronts.
Yeah, absolutely. So no, if you are ever interested, you guys can check out my channel. I consider it like artwork. So it's
right on.
Yeah, just check it out. It's kind of like it's my art. So if you're
drop the link in private chat for me, hon, and I'll grab it and pop it in. If you put your link in private chat for me, I'll go ahead and pop it into the chat so everybody can grab your link.
Okay, all right. Give me 1 second here.
We love to boost up any artist on this channel. I don't care what your art is. Well, so long as it's not some disturbed blood stuff or anything like that. I'm not into
freaky things.
That darker side.
And so
did we lose her?
I can see you.
I can't see you.
I can see you.
Okay. Good. One of us is working then.
Oh no. You guys can't see me?
Yeah, I can see you. And I can hear you.
If it's us.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
so
just
I'm not sure how to leave a link in the
okay. Up the
Go on the top, what the hell is that? The right side of your page, on the page that you're on right now, there's a part that says private chat and comments. Go to private chat and you can type a comment in there for her. Do you see it?
Can you see me?
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm going to try to refresh again. I'm so sorry, guys. Today has just been.
Oh, no
Poor
worries.
signal.
I'm
I'll
finding
be
even my stuff is lagging a lot today too. So
Yeah. Well, give me one moment and I'll be right back.
oh, no worries. Sorry, I'm such a pain in the ass every time I try to come up here.
No, do you see the private chat and comments on the side of your screen? Katie?
Oh, yay. I can see you.
Okay.
Yep. You look like you look a little like one of those Viking women. I mean that as a high compliment. Kind of
Oh,
like
thank
shaman.
you. Thank you so much.
Really
So
cool.
I'm not sure how to leave my link, and I'm very brand new at all of this. So
Okay, do you
Okay.
see on the side of on the right hand side of the screen that you're looking at right now? It says private chat
no
and
idea.
comments.
Are you on your phone, honey?
yes, I am.
Okay, then I don't know what it looks like. Sorry.
I
I'm
don't
on a
either.
computer.
No idea.
I don't know either.
That's okay. You know what? Don't worry about it. I'll probably end up going live on my own channel somewhere, and you'll
Yeah, but give us
end
the
up
name
seeing
of
me
it.
somewhere.
What's
what's
the
yeah?
name of
What's
your
the name
channel?
of your channel?
It's Katie Uncorked.
Katie.
Katie Uncorked. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys. If,
yeah, uncorking the bottle. Katie Uncorked.
okay.
Either that or you're drinking the bottle.
If so, then I've already subscribed to her because she's subscribed to us.
Oh
She's
yeah,
just someone with a
if you've
channel.
subscribed to us, then we're probably already subscribed to you, and I will find your link and I will see if Jeff will add that in the description later.
Okay, yeah, I'm definitely subscribed to you. So
Yeah, because we always go and subscribe to whoever subscribed to us.
Yeah,
I
'cause the
do
ones
the
that
same thing. I do
Pay
the
it
same.
forward.
yeah.
Sure.
Good.
Oh, I thought it was Chuck. I think it was Dorinda's husband.
Oh.
So yeah.
Well, that's cool.
That's awesome. I can't wait to look at your art stuff. You said it's on your YouTube channel, yeah?
Yeah, it's on my YouTube channel, and so Dorinda was talking about all the different colors and things like that. You'll get to see a little bit of I don't know. It's I think it's fun to look at.
Cool.
I'm not out there trying to sell on my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel is actually going to be more about talking and about more of everyday life. I have I've got a group on Facebook called Dreamweaver Dreads, and so that's what I'm actually called.
Dreamweaver Dreads on Facebook.
You
Can one of my mods pop that in there? Just write it in there or something. That's really cool. And look, art can be many, many, many different things. And
well, here's the thing for me and why I do it. So I got sober about just over 2.5 years ago, and I've always had a passion for hair, and I've always been a little bit artsy, and I guess this was my way of keeping my hands busy, and
right on.
and keeping away from the shit that wasn't good for me. So that's just It's my way
That's awesome.
of it's my way of staying alive, and I'm also a big supporter of, and I'm not sure if I can actually say it on your channel, but if you check out my channel, you'll actually get to see what my cause is all about.
Right on. Do
I don't
you
want
do
to get
you
anybody.
do
I don't
any?
want to get anybody in trouble. So on my channel, I go ahead and lay it out there, but I don't want to get anybody else. Anybody else's. You know how it is.
Yeah, I do, and I thank you for that. That's a respect, you know.
Absolutely. So you'll know what I mean. So if you kind of check it out when you get time, or if you don't want to, it's no worries. I'm just a
Oh
chick
no, we'll
that's
come
I'm
over
a
and check
girl
it
out
out.
there that's trying to make a freaking difference. And like I'm always I have to, you know, because I'm a Facebook group, I gotta comply to all the freaking rules, and I guess I'm kind of like it is Katie Uncorked, right? I'm kind of like, all right, step back over here, you know. I'm tired of shutting up all the time, and
Yeah.
but I can do that on my channel, and I don't disrespect
Right.
putting stuff on other people's. So.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we don't care what you support it here. As long as you're not belittling anybody else, we really.
No, I think
Everybody's
you-
allowed
I
to have
think-
their own.
I'm going to be interested to see what you think, but I think you'll be pleasantly surprised.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah, we'll check it out.
All right, cool. I appreciate
Probably, and I'm not going to say today because
it.
if we get the opportunity to start painting, that's probably what we'll be doing for the rest of the evening.
My shit's actually just like when you have a moment and it's whatever. You know what I mean? I'm not here to promote myself. Actually, I have been listening to your channel for a while. And my husband, I always play it while I'm working. And my husband is always the one going, wow, she's smart, eh? Like, she actually has a lot of information. And I'm like, I know. So
I don't know why you guys think that.
I wanted to finally come here and just tell you how much I appreciate listening to your positivity. And
oh, thank you.
yeah, it makes a big difference. And it's because I'm drawn to that. I'm really drawn to, I know there's a lot of bullshit going on in the world, but I'm also, you know, what about the people here to rub your back and you know, and ask you if you want a blanket? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We got enough of the crusaders, you know. How about the people
Yes.
that are, I don't know.
The
you
support.
Know and I talk
we're
too damn
support
much,
staff.
So I talk too damn much, so you got to tell me just to shut up whenever.
Oh, you're good. Oh, you haven't noticed? I get talky. I get so talky.
Oh, we'll get along just fine.
You know, we hang out over at Bonnie's channel at night.
Bonnie
Phelps.
Bonnie Phelps. What's the name of her channel?
Bonnie Phelps.
Bonnie, put your link in chat.
Yeah, put the link in chat, I'll go subscribe.
I think my chat has frozen up again. I know you guys like to talk, so.
We're all talkers. Oh, so
yeah.
Durinder, are you still at Walmart?
Yes, I am.
You are?
Yeah. So far, they're not
I
saying
think
that I have to
I
have
think
the
you're
vax
muted.
or anything, so. I'm sorry, what did you say, Katie? I didn't hear you, Katie.
Oh, there we go.
What did you say, Katie?
I think she might be having signal issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Katie.
so.
Katie, you
I'm
asked
sorry,
me a
hon.
question. What did you ask me?
Yeah, can't hear.
Okay. I'm going to have to step down because I've all of a sudden been decided that I have to go with them to look at a free washer and dryer. I probably
Well, you know
won't-
what? I've got to get going anyway. I've got lots of hair to work on, but I just wanted to come up here and introduce myself and tell you how much I think you guys are awesome. So,
Well, thank you so much. And thank you, Dorinda, as well, for coming up. I think Chuck's still on the phone, but we will wrap it up here in a few minutes anyway. So thank you, lovely ladies, for joining me today.
No
Yes,
problem.
and I
anytime.
will go and I'll grab that link for Bonnie, and I'll see you around. I'll see you guys around.
Absolutely.
I would love to chat more with you guys when I'm not working on stuff and I can just hang out.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
have
that's
fun.
cool.
It's sometime
Yes,
after
I look
9.
forward to it. The world needs more friends. We
Yes,
all
we
need
do.
This is true.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Well,
Bye.
thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah. Anytime. You come up anytime you like, hon.
All right, darling. Ciao, Bella.
Ciao. Yeah, look, there it is.
What's that?
Everybody's
It just
chat.
finally.
It just finally. I think.
Oh, Chuck. There's
There's Chuck. Bye, Chuck.
He's got it. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, you guys have a great day. We love you all. Love and light. You guys have a great day. We will see you this evening.
Later.
Oh, Pappy was on it. Yes. So was Robert. Nice. I think they're sitting back and enjoying a nice, easy, slow day. All right. Love you all. Bye.